Hi, I am Olivia Lauren, and I believe in self-awareness. When you're aware of yourself, you know exactly what you need, you know exactly what you don't need. I think it is very important to isolate yourself sometimes and give yourself room to think. Give yourself room to figure out who you are, who you think you are, who you don't want to be, what you need to work on with the absence of others' opinions, the absence of others' thoughts. I think it's very quite interesting when you have a group of people around you and they are telling you who you should be, who they want you to be, what you can say, what you should not say, because that only creates a problem later on when you are going to go back to who you want to be, who you should be, who you want to create yourself to be, and you are so far from that ideal because you let other people take the wheel and create something for you. Or you're stuck in a toxic environment even, and you stay there for X or Y reason, and later on you find out, no, I am going to leave. And then you leave and you're starting from scratch again. There's nothing wrong with starting from scratch. What I'm trying to get to here is that it's very tough to be later on in life and find out that who you want to be, who you are, who you want to create yourself out to be, who you want to develop yourself to be is so far because you did not give that priority. Prioritizing yourself, the way you think, your mind, the way you look, your image, the way you act, the way you want to think, the way you want to perceive life, and surrounding yourself. Because here's the thing, if you're not there, which most of us aren't, and that's okay, but as long as we're working on that, we can then change the cards that are surrounding us. We can change those in our environment. We can end relationships, start new relationships. And it's very important to be careful with what relationships we want to end and what relationships we want to start, because those relationships can then affect who you are, who you want to be, and that road. I always say that I'm climbing up a mountain, and on my way up that mountain, there's some weight. And the weight that I have on me are those who I'm carrying along the way. Those friendships, those negative thoughts, positive thoughts, but it's everything that you're carrying. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, think of your brain as a backpack. So you have a backpack on your back, and you have your friendships in there because you're thinking of your friends. Hopefully you are thinking of those people. You're thinking of your friends. You're thinking of family members. You're thinking of values. You're thinking of likes and dislikes. And there's a point in that journey up that mountain that you have to decide whether you're going to keep going, whether you're going to make it on that trip, whether you're going to make it to the top, because you started that because you wanted to make it to the top. So that's your journey. You didn't start that because you wanted to see how far you'd get, or maybe you did, and that's fine. But what if you get a little bit further by lightening that load that's on your back, by letting go of those things that do not benefit you, by letting go of those things that aren't helping you, are not providing you a source of fuel, that are not providing you a source of encouragement? What if you could lighten that by just letting that go? Now, it's easier said than done, and I do understand that. And if it was easy to do, then most of us, every one of us, would be in a much better place. And that's why there are levels in this life. Now, what level do you want to be on? Because I am all about self-improvement. And this is something that I use monthly, weekly, however many times I need to use it in the week, however many times I need to use it in the month, in the year. It's self-assessment. And I do assess myself daily. I love looking at what is it that I'm doing? How is it helping me? How is it not helping me? How are those around me affecting me? How are those around me helping me reach my goal? Am I helping them reach their goals? Am I bringing joy to their life? Are they bringing joy to my life? How are we benefiting? Now, I had once a partner that said that he hated the way that I said benefit. But benefit is not about a word. It's all about the definition of the word. Benefit is something that helps you. It's a good thing. Now, I do believe that anybody in your life should benefit you. as well as you benefit them. I think it's an equal exchange, and I think it should be equal. It shouldn't be more one-sided. Now, at times, there may be more one-sided. Maybe one of your friends is going through a rough problem, and so you are benefiting them more in the moment because they are down, and that's what friendships are for. But I also had a friend once tell me, if a friend does not have their own home, their own apartment, a car with air conditioning, right? Things of that nature, that sort. If you are ever in trouble, can you stay over their home? Can they stay over yours? If you need a ride, can they give you that ride? So that doesn't mean just get a friend that has these things, but as friends, you should encourage each other to level up. If you don't have a car, I as a friend, I'm going to encourage you to go get a car. If your car does not have AC, air conditioning, I'm going to encourage you to get air conditioning. Now, there are things that you should have in your life. There are things that are priority. I don't like having broken things. So if my shoe is broken, I'm either going to fix it or I'm going to replace that shoe. If my car does not have air conditioning, I'm going to get air conditioning. It's priorities. Prioritizing what is going to help you in your life along your journey. A big part of that is who you surround yourself by. I believe it is better to be alone than have bad company. And you decide what is bad or what is good in your life. I think it is very, very important to look at life and the journey like a mountain, if that helps you, and that load in your back, or like roads. If you're trying to go here, why would you jump on a car that's going this way? Now, if you're comfortable with going that way and making your journey longer as time goes on, that is on you. But if you're trying to go this way, you should get into every vehicle that goes this way so that your journey progresses, so that you're not regressing. You need to be progressing. I think it is very important for us to assess ourselves, to assess our journey, to assess the people around us, to assess our thoughts, so that we can further on and have a more successful life.